Hi, my name's Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and professional traveler.
And I'm Timothy Linsdau, video producer and Christian.
Today we're here at Harper's Topiary Garden.
This is on, what was it, Vine
and Union?
Yeah.
Vine and Union. Okay.
Up here in Mission Hills, overlooking the bay in beautiful San Diego.
Here we are in Mission Hills, overlooking the bay at Harper's Topiary Garden, Edna Harper's Topiary Garden. And we're going to give you a little bit of a tour on this little curiosity that makes it on AtlasObscura and actually hits TripAdvisor as something to do in San Diego for all the craziness. But before we show you around, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button, we'd appreciate it. And also, leave a comment and let us know how we're doing and toss some ideas at it. We always appreciate more ideas for videos. So, Dad, what do you think of this? As soon as we drove up, I mean, it was crazy, right?
It's a little bit like an urban legend until you get here and see it, that it actually exists. Topiary Garden, and it's got some long history of people that started it out and kept it going, and it's still here today.
Yeah, it's something like a couple decades this thing's been here, right?
Yeah.
So, what'd you notice when you first, so we drove right up the hill so we can look down Vine Street over here. In fact, I'll walk over here. We'll show you what it looks like. It's on the hills in Mission Hills, overlooking the airport. I'll walk across the street and hopefully not get run over. And, yeah, so you see the view down there. So I've got the camera in side mode, but I mean, what do you think about that view?
Well, this is a pretty pricey area because of that view.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got the San Diego airport right there, and you come up these streets, and you literally, the street almost terminates into the Topiary Garden. So that's actually pretty slick. And when you drive up initially, what would you think about it?
Well, it's fascinating that somebody's taken the time to keep this thing going. I mean, I have a hard enough time getting my lawn mowed.
Yeah, me too. That's why I just decided to hire lawn guys. I was like, oh man, I don't know about this. But then you see something like this.
Yeah, it's really amazing. The great part about it is it's all natural growth. And then, of course, sculpted, but it's not hollow and supported by wire. It's all live plants as you see it.
So you're telling me that topiary gardens, normally they wire cage them, and then how's that work?
Some are, right. They sculpt a shape and then grow foliage over it.
Oh, so this is actually a little bit more special, I guess you would say?
Yeah, it does. It makes it more special.
Interesting. So, how long have you known about this? Because, I mean, my mom just told me about this, Dad.
Probably a couple of years. We first came up here to see this, and my wife kept saying, you gotta go see this thing, so we made it over here.
Nice. Now, what are some of the shapes you can immediately recognize?
Well, I believe it's a killer whale over there. And what's that, a rabbit next to it or something?
Oh, okay, yeah, let's go walk over there and check some stuff out. Now, one of the things about the time of the day we're here is later in the afternoon, so the light's hitting it flat. Without the shadows, it's actually a little bit tough to identify things. But let's take a look and see what we can see. So, looks like a shamu, right?
You see the big head here and dorsal pectoral fins and tail.
Okay, so again, tell us about this shamu shape. Oh, there it is.
Got that nice big head and eyes, big dorsal fins, pectoral fins, and the tail coming up here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, oh wait, what's right behind it? What does that, oh, that's an elephant.
Or, yeah, big ears, trunk, I think. Yeah, ears both sides.
Interesting. So,
Foot.
Now, what did they ask you? I can see the sign about please don't touch or climb on the hill, right?
They apparently use a lot of descriptions for things not to do. So no one's confused by what it means not to climb or touch or
trample, step, mosey, plod, tiptoe, trod, traipse, meander. Pretty much don't wreck our garden, because I mean, you look at the level of work in this thing, and it goes all the way up to the house. What is that, 25, 30 feet up?
Yeah, this house covers quite an area, and this whole area is part of that single house.
Right, and this is at 3547 Union Street. Now when you come back here, I see another elephant, it looks like, right?
Yeah, right there. And a rabbit-looking thing over behind it.
Oh yeah, was it a rabbit? Okay. Looks like a dog. Dog's butt at least, right? A couple mice up there maybe. Let's see, let me zoom in. There you go. A few mice. All right. Here, let's walk around and check some more out here.
I like this sign there.
Oh, that's oh yeah. So this is Edna Harper's scissor hands. Pretty cool. And hey, I just noticed this. There's a leash. So this rabbit sort of looking guy with his glasses has a dog, and the dog has glasses. Huh. Now, what do you think this is? I see this kind of symmetric shape here. What do you think this is?
Looks like either a sheep or a dog or a...
They're kind of facing one another? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either.
Some kind of elephant looking over here.
Elephant looking with a big tail? Huh. I'm not exactly sure. Well, we'll have to leave that to the experts, but what about this?
Cowboy hat or a sun hat. Somebody.
Yeah, maybe a sombrero or a cowboy hat?
Yeah.
All right, more classic topiary here.
Yeah, layers.
Layer cake.
Something.
Okay, then we come over here, and I would say this is the dog. Do you think that's a dog?
Tail.
Absolutely. And then we come over to here. No idea.
Maybe it's a dog.
Maybe. A rooster? I don't know. This is definitely a rooster here. There we go.
Tail feathers. Body.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. Oh, looks like a frog or a caterpillar or something.
Rather, yeah, some kind of big...
Oops. You know, it's funny when I zoom into it, it's actually harder to see. This is, I would say, almost like impressionistic art.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get too close to it, what do you think versus farther away?
I think that's the case. It's a perspective on what you're looking at.
Sure.
Somebody kind of like the glasses up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's walk all the way across the street here. Just to give you a sense of scale of just how big this is. Man, that is really, really impressive. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this little mini tour of a rather obscure but interesting location in San Diego. It's a part of my show, World Beyond, and sometimes I take you some very different locations, and this is definitely one of them, right?
Yeah.
Yep. My name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker.
And like and comment on our video and subscribe to our channels if you would. That'd be terrific. And thanks for coming along, and get out there and make it a great day.
Thank you very much for watching.